Coming up on Cardinals Insider.
I always feel like putting pressure on teams is the way to go.
Meet the third base coach and hear what he has to say about the Cardinals running game. Plus, find out why they call this 20-year veteran of the Cardinal staff Shooter. And later,
it's amazing feeling.
Yadier Molina talks about his homeland's hero, Roberto Clemente. Hello and welcome to Cardinals Insider. I'm your host, Ozzie Smith. The Cardinals have a whole different look on the bases this season. Swiping bags and taking the extra base are part of what this team does. In fact, base running has been a point of emphasis since day one of spring training. Stubby Clapp coordinates the run game, but third base coach Pop Warner also plays a role in important base running plays.
And Molina, base hit into center. Here comes Martinez. No throw, 6-3.
Stubby Clapp is in charge of the base running, and I'm just assist him in any way I can. One of my big roles, though, is breaking down the opposing pitchers that come into town and doing a lot of video work. Getting with some of the veteran guys and just tendencies and things we can take advantage of and times to the plate and just, trying to gain edges on other teams and trying to expose weaknesses and tendencies that we can take advantage of. By nature, I'm an aggressive guy. I did it for a lot of years in the minor leagues, coaching third, and I always feel like putting pressure on teams is the way to go. Obviously, you got to balance it with the situation. If the situation dictates it and we're gonna push the envelope a little bit. The pitcher's coming up next, and it's gonna be 2 outs, and it's an iffy situation on a sac fly. I'm gonna take a chance right there, obviously according to the situation. My philosophy has always been be smart first, and the smarter you are, the more aggressive you can be, because the better decisions that you can make on the bases. I've never been one to say, be aggressive and then we'll take it from there, because that really doesn't work. If you're aggressive and it's not in a good situation, then it's really not being a smart base runner. So I think being smart first. And aggression comes with the situation and leading up to making good decisions in those situations, you just become a better base runner. Anything that's in front of the runners when they're at first base, they're on their own. I have nothing to do with that. The ball down the right field line, if they look over, I'll help them with that. But everything that's in front of them, we want them using their instincts and making those decisions on their own so they don't hesitate and they don't look at me. But as far as like coming from first to home and me making a decision or scoring a guy from second base, it's all depends on the situation, obviously. If we're down runs, I'm not going to push the envelope as much as if we're tied or up in the early innings or middle innings, or who's coming up next. Speed of the ball, the direction of the ball, knowing the guy's arm strength in the outfield, knowing where the runner is according to the bag and how close he is to me, and I just gauging whether I think I can score the guy. Jose Akendo gave me a good advice in spring training. It's just, if you think you can score him, send him. And obviously it's dictated on the situation of the game. I'm not going to be dumb and run us into an out if I think I can score a guy on a 50-50 ball and we're down by 3 in the 9th inning, with the tying run coming to the plate. But the smarter you are, the better base runner you're going to be, and that's just the bottom line.
Great base running there by Goldschmidt, first to third.
His name is Dennis Schutzenhofer, but the players call him Shooter. He isn't a household name, but he's been a part of the Cardinal staff for 2 decades. A St. Louis native who retired from teaching and became a batting practice pitcher for the Cardinals. At 70 years old, he doesn't throw every day anymore, but he still helps gather the baseballs for each home batting practice.
SCHUTZENHOFER. It's the longest name in Cardinal history on the back of a Cardinal uniform. I'm very proud of that. And it's 1 letter more than Schoendienst, Red Schoendienst. I've been here 20 years, and what I do now is much different. It's evolved over the years. When I first started, we had 4 or 5 civilians, as we like to call it, and now it's really evolved strangely. They do a lot of machine work. We never used to use the machines at all after spring training back in 2000 and that era. Now we use machines all the time because they've gotten so sophisticated. They can throw curveballs, sliders, fastballs with great accuracy, and it's just like hitting live pitching. I don't throw very much anymore because I just turned 70 years old, but I'm still here like the insurance guy. I can relieve some people if they they need somebody in a pinch, still throw before the games to somebody that'll come down in the cage and say, "Shooter," my nickname's the Shooter. They'll say, "You got any left in you?" And I'll throw to them. And most of the time I'm just feeding the machines before the game. During batting practice, I'm in charge of all the baseballs. I sort the baseballs out and make sure we have 216 baseballs for batting practice every day. I put in the new ones as needed. I'm a professional shagger right now. I'm the guy at the screen that they throw the balls into, and then I make sure that the batting practice pitcher has the right number of baseballs. The first time I put this on in 2000, it was I just idolized it. I just like gold. I was afraid to touch it. I had my name on the back, and just a dream come true. All my friends text me all the time saying, "Still living the dream," and that's what it is. It's just a dream come true. I'm so lucky. The Cardinals are a wonderful organization. They treat their employees wonderfully. I can't say enough good things about them.
Straight ahead on Cardinals Insider.
Tonight, the Cardinals are proud to honor Yadier Molina as the recipient of the 2018 Roberto Clemente Award.
A special ceremony at Busch Stadium for Yadier Molina. Also coming up,
I was shocked. I think I was speechless.
a breast cancer survivor honored at Busch. Yadier Molina is the most recent Clemente Award winner. Major League Baseball established the award in 1971 to honor the late Roberto Clemente. Each year is handed out to a player who excels on the field and in charity efforts. Molina is the fifth Cardinal to be recognized with the honor, giving the Cards more winners than any other franchise. Roberto's son Luis came to Busch formally to present Molina his award.
We begin our ceremonies tonight with something very special. A truly special award is about to be presented. Last October, Major League Baseball announced Yadier Molina as the 2018 recipient of one of baseball's highest honors, the Roberto Clemente Award.
The Roberto Clemente Award basically started out as the Commissioner's Award. They renamed it after Roberto Clemente, my father, and it's given to the baseball player who best exemplifies those values that my father had on the field and off the field as well. Yadi is an incredible representative of Puerto Rico and also of what we all stand for. And he's done it through everything, the Baseball Classic. He's a great, great contributor to Puerto Rico. What he did definitely is worth of recognizing, and having him become the fifth Cardinal to win the Clemente Award is very special to us.
For that effort and for his work, other work on behalf of the community, tonight the Cardinals are proud to honor Yadier Molina as the recipient of the 2018 Roberto Clemente Award.
Obviously, when you do this kind of job, you don't looking to win an award. You know, you do it because it's coming from your heart, and the way we did it. I mean, it's the way we help those people over there, and we're still helping people down there because we really need more help there. But it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I'm happy for me and my family to win the award because it means a lot for us. It means a lot. It really does.
You don't have to be a hero by saving someone's life or doing something like extreme. Every single day of your life, your actions dictate your character. And a lot of the times, you know, when you reach out and do something positive, it has a trickle effect in your community, in your town, your city, your country. There's something happening here in St. Louis with these players that are giving so much, you know. And St. Louis Cardinals, the most Clemente Award winners, we're very proud in the family to have this franchise be that.
Straight ahead,
I had seen it in the past and thought, no way would I ever be chosen to do something like that.
the story of survival from this year's Honorary Batgirl. Plus,
It was a great atmosphere here in St. Louis, always positive.
hear from one pitcher I know pretty well. Have you listened to the Cardinals Insider podcast yet? Each week, the show welcomes players, executives, and alumni. Plus, hear audio from the Cardinals radio archive. Take Cardinal baseball with you on the Cardinals Insider podcast. Listen or subscribe wherever you get your podcast or at cardinals.com/podcast. On Mother's Day, Major League Baseball brings awareness to the fight against breast cancer. They honor a survivor in cities across the league, and Elaine Mole is St. Louis honoree. She came to Busch Stadium for a day she will never forget.
A first pitch a decade in the making.
There we go. Oh, right over the plate.
Elaine Mole is a 12-year breast cancer survivor and longtime supporter of the Komen Foundation. When it came time to name this year's Honorary Batgirl, she got an unexpected phone call.
I was driving around and she said, "Hi, this is Suzanne from Komen, and do you have a minute to talk?" And she said, "I want to nominate you. You walk with the Cardinals." I was shocked. I think I was speechless for the first time ever that I was chosen, because I had seen it in the past and thought, no way would I ever be chosen to do something like that.
Like Elaine, her mother's a survivor too, but she's beaten breast cancer twice. So Elaine is a longtime supporter of the fight against the disease. She even completed the Komen race just a day after finishing her own chemotherapy in 2007.
My work put together a team and everybody walked with me, and it was the day after my last treatment, and it was 103 degrees. And I normally do the 5K, but I did the 1 mile just to do it. It was neat, all the support.
Elaine's Honorary Batgirl experience didn't just include a first pitch. She also got to meet and received a very special gift from Cardinals second baseman Kolten Wong, who lost his own mother to cancer in 2013.
A coin that we give to people that deserve it, people who have been through it. So definitely something.
You can thrive, and here I am 12 years later to show that, and that all the support from MLB and the Cardinals, it's out there.
For Cardinals Insider, I'm Brett McMillan.
School kids across St. Louis came together at Forest Park to support Cardinal Glennon's Children's Hospital. It was all a part of the hospital's Homers for Health partnership with the St. Louis Cardinals.
We're raising money for Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital.
We're so fortunate to have the St. Louis Cardinals be a part of this program. They have been from day one, back when Matt and Leslie Holliday started this. And of course, it's an exciting time for the Cardinals to be out here along with these kids, but it almost takes a turn into a really special moment when the kids that are out here start realizing the real reason they're out here is they are raising money to help kids just like them who aren't feeling well and can't be out here.
I raised $165.
It's amazing. Kids are very determined and responsible, it seems, and for them to be able to raise money for a cause, I don't remember doing that as a kid. Gotta love the consciousness of kids these days, and it's really amazing.
Well, it means to me that the kids need money for them to have surgeries and things like that, so they can be healthy and have fun life like we do.
Oh, I love it. It's like you said, I'm a dad myself, and just to be able to spend some time with the kids, it means everything to them, and hopefully we can have some fun.
I love being a part of the community, coming out here and hanging out with all these great fans, great St. Louisans, and just being involved. And that's what it's all about, and the Cardinals have always been that way.
Just Cardinal Glennon, what we've got, the kids in that hospital and what this means for them, and my teammates out here helping along. It's been a really cool thing to be a part of.
It's time for this week's trivia question. John Tudor went 62-26 during his 5 seasons with the Cardinals. His career high came in 1985. How many games did he win that season? Was it 20, 21, 22, or 23? The answer when we return. We're back with the answer to this week's trivia question. We ask how many games John Tudor won in 1985. The answer is 21, a feat made all the more amazing after winning only one of his first 8 decisions. He only lost once more the rest of the way. Here's more on Tudor's time as a Cardinal.
Yeah, it was a mechanical fix. I don't know if it actually fixed her, if it fixed it physically, or if it fixed it a little bit mentally.
These fans love it. They just love it.
Or if the roll just kind of started at the same time, but we got off on a pretty good roll and kind of rode the wave all the way up to the 7th game of the World Series.
And Tudor has retired 14 in a row.
As a pitcher with that kind of defense behind you, and especially those 3 outfielders, you just, shame on you if you don't throw the ball over the plate and make the hitter put the ball in play, which is what my game was anyways. So that's what I tried to do.
Fly ball into left center field. Willie McGee is there, and that's a St. Louis Cardinal winner.
The difference between now and then was if you had a starting pitcher that was still being effective, he's still in the game. Whereas now they kind of go to that strong 8-inning guy, or and followed up with their strong closer. You know, they've got such power arms sitting out there in the bullpen that it would be a shame to waste them.
Tudor is 1 out away from his 20th win, his 13th complete game, and his 10th shutout.
I enjoyed the ballpark, I enjoyed the defense, and I enjoyed the fans. You know, it was a great atmosphere here in St. Louis, always positive. Playing for Yadi was fun. I knew I was always going to get a fair shake from Yadi. He let you know how things were going, whether it be good or bad, and that's really all you can ask of a manager is for him to be in your corner and to let you know when you're screwing up as well.
Coming up next,
Well, I feel like I'm going to cause a fight in the clubhouse.
we get the important questions like which teammate has the best hair? That's coming up in this week's Ask a Cardinal. It's a point of debate in the Cardinals clubhouse. Who has the best flow? We're talking haircuts on this week's Ask a Cardinal.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Harrison. Miles got a good flow, but he's got like a lion's mane, where Harry got, the man bun going, and he's got the looks, all the girls just go crazy.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious where my vote's going, but it's going to be interesting to see what everybody else says. So I've been growing it out since pretty much throughout the entire offseason. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, I feel like I'm going to cause a fight in the clubhouse. Well, considering Miles just cut his, I'll go with Harrison. But I don't know, Waka's a close second right now. I don't know if you've seen his hair. It's looking pretty nice. What he has, at least.
You see it back there. It's coming out the backside a little bit, so.
I don't know, just something I'm working with right now.
Yeah, he's got something. There's something going on back there. I'm not sure if it's called flow or he's afraid to cut it because it might not come back.
Bader's got more exposure with the hair, but when Miles does it, it's kind of short and sweet and it makes you want some more.
I like Carlos's new haircut. I think he ditched that long hair. I like that short hair on him. He's got some designs in the side. He's still got the color. He looks fast, he looks mean, he looks ready to go.
Well, Miles cut his, so Harrison.
The St. Louis Post-Dispatch's Scholar Athlete program honors high school seniors who excel in the classroom and in athletics. Those students also come to the Cardinals game on Scholar Athletes Night. Here's a look at this year's event.
Tonight is St. Louis Post-Dispatch Scholar Athlete at the ballpark, and we have over 161 of the area's best and brightest. They've excelled not only on the field in their sport, but in the classroom, and these students are from all over the area in Missouri and Illinois. They're selected by their athletic directors and their school principals, and they are then featured as Scholar Athletes in the Post-Dispatch. They were in today's paper. They were invited tonight to attend a special ceremony before the game started.
Not only congratulate the students that are here, but it's also a great victory for your families. I know you all know that.
They were there with Rick Horton and all these wonderful people that talked all about how fabulous it was to be a Cardinal and how proud the Cardinals were to be a part of their adventure here as being a Scholar Athlete. Then, after that was over, they got to come down on the field here and take a walk around the warning track. Their names are scrolling on the Jumbotron, and their family and friends are all cheering them on as they walk around the infield. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch and the Scholar Athlete program, they're all about focusing in on the educational aspect, whether it's in a kindergarten classroom or a high school classroom or at the college level. And that is exactly what we do at the Post-Dispatch through our newspapers and education program and all sorts of other avenues. So it's a perfect fit for the Cardinals and the Post-Dispatch to partner on this wonderful program.
When we return,
it really does make a difference in this community for these kids, and it makes a huge difference. And so I just want to say thank you.
Michael Waka attends a special event for Cardinals Care. Stay with us. This episode is coming to a close, but we're always online at cardinals.com/insider. Plus, our YouTube page houses all of our content, including individual stories and past episodes. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week right here on this channel. We leave you with the sights and sounds of Cardinals Nation.
I just want to say thank you so much for coming out today, and just for all that y'all do in the community, and it just makes a world of a difference, so thank you.
I mentioned earlier we have 59 area nonprofits that are getting a grant today, so I'm going to mention those. If you're in attendance, you can raise your hand, and then we're going to ask everybody afterwards. We're going to do a group photo, so make sure you stick around for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our Executive Director of Cardinals Care and VP of Community Relations, Mike Hall.
Appreciate everybody being here. This is always a fun day for us. We enjoy being able to distribute the funds and then see everybody here at the ballpark. I want to say thanks to Bill and the Cardinals Care board that helps us and lets us have days like this. Also, I want to say thank you to my staff. Things that these guys do that you don't see or know about help us raise funds and help us give back to kids in the community. So thanks to all of them, and please give them a round of applause also.